Questions and statements.
Honorable Speaker, I rise to pay tribute to the late Honorable Lawrence Sifuna, former Member of Parliament, Bungoma South, which included
Honorable
now
members, out of respect for our departed
Kandui and Bumula
colleague,
constituencies.
let us listen to his tribute. Honorable Daud.
Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 259D, I wish to report to the House the demise of the late Honorable Lawrence Sifuna, distinguished former member for Bungoma South, now Kandui and Bumula constituencies, who passed away on Saturday, 2nd December 2023 at Medihill Hospital in Eldoret while undergoing treatment after a short illness. Honorable Speaker, the late Honorable Lawrence Sifuna was born on 23rd January 1946 in Bungoma County. He attended Sangalo School and later joined Nalondo Intermediate School. He thereafter moved to Mariri College in Uganda, where he sat for the Cambridge General Certificate of Education CGSE examination. In pursuit of his career, he trained as a chartered accountant and became an accomplished fellow of Chartered Accountants, FCA, and a fellow of Association of International Accountants. Honorable Speaker, the late Honorable Sifuna made his debut in Parliament after securing victory in parliamentary elections on 8th November 1979 as the first member for Bungoma South constituency. He thereafter served for 2 terms up to 1988, being the term of the 4th and 5th parliaments. He was re-elected in the first multi-party general election in 1992 on a Ford Asili ticket as the member for Kandui constituency, having been renamed from the Bungoma South constituency. The late Honorable Sifuna was an astute legislator who executed his duties with dedication and courage. His contributions to Parliament, its committees and the plenary were invaluable, and his colleagues held him in high esteem. Honorable Speaker, the late Sifuna later left the political arena and transitioned to establishing and managing his businesses in Bungoma town. In his death, we celebrate a life of a well-respected public figure. He will be remembered as an ardent leader who defended human rights and democratic ideals, as well as being an active life member of the ODM party. The late Honorable Sifuna also advocated for the rights and welfare of sugarcane farmers to improve their living conditions and contributed immensely in the development of the region. Honorable Speaker, on my own behalf and that of my constituents, I wish to extend my deepest condolences to the family of the late Honorable Sifuna, including our colleague, the Honorable Senator for Nairobi, Honorable Sifuna, and the people of Bungoma for the loss of a remarkable leader. I also want to urge the executive to make this funeral a state function so that we accord this leader all that he requires. May his soul rest in eternal peace. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable members, pursuant to Standing Order 259D 3 under tributes of the House, I will exercise my discretion to allow a few members to make a few comments and pay tribute to our departed colleague. We will each have 2 minutes just for efficiency. The Honorable Member for Navakolo.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, on behalf of the great people of Navakolo and on behalf of myself, wish to convey my sincere condolences for the people of Kandui currently and Bumula. Honorable Speaker, where the late Lawrence Sifuna served as their member of parliament. Honorable Speaker, this is a great man who debated very well in this house. And when you look at the answer, Honorable Speaker, the exchanges he made between himself and the late Charles Njonjo made it possible, Honorable Speaker, that he was named one of the 7 bearded sisters. A terminology, Honorable Speaker, which is in itself indicating on one side a lady, on the other side a man. Honorable Speaker, meaning he was both-sided. He was a strong man. And the 7 bearded members, Honorable Speaker, including Georgia Anyona and the like, were very tough members who could debate on the floor and deliver the right message. Honorable Speaker, I want to thank you for that and convey my sincere condolences to the family. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. The Honorable Member for Kandui, Honorable John Makali.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
You have 2 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for giving me this opportunity to also add a voice on the demise of the late Honorable Lawrence Sifuna. The late Honorable Lawrence Sifuna represented Kandui constituency at the onset of multi-party democracy, the constituency of which I represent at the moment. On my own behalf and on behalf of the great people of Kandui, I wish to pass my sincere condolences to the family, friends and relatives of the late Honorable Lawrence Sifuna, and specifically to our Senator for Nairobi, Honorable Edwin Sifuna. The late Lawrence Sifuna was a fearless defender of the people. He spoke to authority. He defended the Kandui people to the last. He was a fearless debater. He was an astute legislator. He immortalized himself on the floor of this house by the contributions he made on the floor of his house in defense of his people. We as people of Kandui and the entire Bungoma County and Kenya as a whole have lost a patriot, a serious legislator, and a defender of the rights of the people. I join this house and the entire nation in mourning such a great man, and we ask ourselves, when our time comes, what shall we be counted for? We ask that, as my colleague has said, we make this a state funeral in honor of this very great legislator who straddled the floor of this house like a colossus. I submit, Madam Speaker, and wish his soul eternal peace. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
And lastly, I'll give the Honorable Member for Kwanza, Honorable Ferdinand.